Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to yet another edition of the Scene Times show, and this is episode 36. Today, we won't go into a recap of last week because I'm abolishing that. So, let's get the show underway now. First of all, just a reminder about tomorrow's performance at Bridgend College. I will tell you more about that today on the show also, but we've got a big show coming up today, and to kick it off, we're going to kick off with the global throat drops. Now, these are good for a sore throat, and they are into Echinacea and vitamin C, and they are good for strong, soothing throat relief of cold and flu symptoms, and of course,
healthy immune support.
So with the winter still in progress, guys, okay, always carry some throat lozenges with you, okay, at all times, and keep your medicine cabinet stocked with cough medicine, cold and flu tablets, Lemsip if you've got it, okay, Vicks. And you can also get the Vicks inhaler as well. You've probably seen that on TV, the Vicks vapor drops. Okay, and also guys, always have some good lemons and honey as well. So, another thing I forgot to mention is the throat gargle, Betadine throat gargle. Now, what you do is you put a little bit of that in a medicine cup, okay? And I think you gargle it and then spit it out. Do not swallow it, because you don't want to be sick from that, okay? And also make yourself some soothing lemon and honey drinks, like lemon and honey tea, okay? What you do with that, you put a couple of tea bags in, 1 or 2, depending on how strong you like your tea, okay? Then let it steep for a couple of minutes before you add the lemon juice and honey, okay? And then you drink that, and then within a short time, your throat will start to feel better. Okay, and another thing, the warm salt water too, that kills any bacteria that you may have there. Okay, so all those things I've talked about there now. Okay, it's very very important to look after your health. Okay? Here's another important tip. Carry some tissues in your bag, but don't carry dirty tissues there. Yuck. Okay? Carry some sanitizer with you at all times, which I'm going to give you a demonstration now on the show, and this is Dettol. Alright? So what I'm going to do now, guys, is just give you a demonstration. Whoops. I'm squeezing it on my. Okay, so this is what I do here, guys. Okay, and this stuff, it kills 99.9% of germs. Okay? And the green 20 as well, always have them around as well. I always have that around as well. And the sanitizer. Now, it's sanitizer doesn't always do the job. Always use warm soap and water. Okay? Wash your hands for 20 seconds. Here's that now.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much, Barry, for having me on your Friday morning show, episode 36, I believe.
Yep.
And you have covered a lot of interesting and very informative topics this morning, starting from your herbal throat drops to look after your throat if you're getting a bit fluey in the colder weather, to the Vicks vapor drops and Vicks Vaseline you put on your chest, to the hot lemon juice and tea.
Vaseline on the chest, no.
No, Vicks rub.
Vicks, yeah.
Vicks rub, sorry everybody. My error.
So, also today we'll be covering good eating warm foods during the winter time as well. And we'll be covering a bit on the cereals here. Okay? So we'll be covering that. If I can get the box up on the screen. There it is. Okay. So that's what we'll be covering today. And also today. And we will go straight on to another shot with that. But before we do, it is very important to look after your health, okay? And like I said last week on episode 35, if you are not well, cancel your shift well in advance so that the manager can find somebody to replace you. Here's that now to close the first part of the show segment with that.
Thank you, Barry. yes, once again, great advice. If you're not feeling well, make sure you give enough notice if you can't attend work or an activity that you planned on doing. Just give plenty of notice so other people aren't let down by you not turning up. And drink your hot drinks, stay warm, look after your health. Thank you, Barry.
And now it's time for segment 2 on today's show. So here we go with that. Welcome back to part 2 of episode 36. This is Barry there with you. Now we would like to talk about cereals. And this one here is Sustain. This one, okay, contains energy from whole grains. Get active and enjoy. And on the back here, it says it is a nutritious blend of 54% of whole grains, fruit and almonds, providing you with a nutritious source of energy. So whether it's breakfast to help get you started in the morning, or as a nutritious snack before training, Sustain provides you with energy to support your healthy diet and active lifestyle. So, on the back here, alright, if I can get it there, there it is there. And do you know that breakfast is the most important meal of the day? Now, what is breakfast? I hear you ask. Well, breakfast is, when we break the fast from the last meal from the night before, and that is dinner. Now, breaking the fast is important, guys, because what can happen if we don't have breakfast? Well, we won't feel as energetic. We feel hungry. We feel moody. We are lethargic. We have mood swings. We get hungry very quickly. We are starving by 9 o'clock in the morning, when really we should be having breakfast at 7 o'clock in the morning, or when we get up. So, what time would you have breakfast? Let me know down below. Nat and I would like to hear from you about it. So, Nat, what is your favorite breakfast? Good morning to you. Welcome back.
Thank you, Barry. Welcome. Welcome back, everybody. Part 2. What is my favourite breakfast? In winter time, I really enjoy a bowl of porridge with a sprinkle of brown sugar and maybe some chopped banana, and I find that gives me lots of energy to get me through most of the day. That's my favourite.
So don't just go to McDonald's and fill up on gravy, bacon and eggs, guys.
It's important to have a good, healthy breakfast to give you the right nutrients and vitamins to get your day started.
So it's okay to have a hot breakfast every now and again, but guys, as the saying goes, you are what you eat. Because we need the right fuel to keep us going. It's like putting the right fuel in the car. If you put the wrong fuel in the car, guys, your car is not going to work as well. The same as our body. Here's Nat now for this.
Yes, good idea, Barry. We certainly need to look after what goes in our body to make us feel healthy and well and strong, and not mess up with what you were saying before, Barry, your emotions and your mood swings. To keep a balanced and healthy diet is very important.
So, breakfast, okay? The same with the kids too. Encourage them with a good, healthy breakfast before school. And even if they've got a weekend of sport like football or cricket or soccer, give your son or daughter a good, nutritious breakfast to get them active, up and moving, okay? But if you don't have time, guys, go to the supermarket, grab some up and goes, okay? You can find them in the cereal aisle, I think at your supermarket, a 6-pack, 250 mils. I used to have an up and go when I was playing bocce to keep me energized. Now, an up and go is like a liquid breakfast, okay? If you don't have time for breakfast. So, another way of having a good breakfast, guys, is having a fruit salad for breakfast with granola, okay? And I have some prunes as well, you know, that sort of thing. Because guys, there are so many healthy breakfast options out there today. And if you don't want to waste money on buying muesli, guys, make your own muesli. What you do is you combine some oats, some wheat germ, honey, oil, and some dried fruits, and a 200-gram packet of dried fruit, okay, can be added as well, okay. Make your own muesli, guys, and store it in an airtight container and serve with your favorite milk, okay? And what about Bircher muesli? If you've ever had that, okay, it's really good. And here's a tip for you guys. Soak your oats overnight, okay? So that you don't have to waste time in the morning making porridge, because the mornings are a bit of a rush, okay? So when you've soaked your oats overnight, okay, you simply add your ingredients, add your cereal to your porridge, heat it up, okay, and you're ready to go. Here's Nat now.
Awesome news, Barry, and good advice. I've not pre-soaked my porridge before, and like Barry just said, the mornings can get a bit hectic, so that's a very good tip if you're going to make porridge, is to pre-soak it the night before.
And and with school just about to go back, okay, I'd like to spend a couple of minutes about ranting, going on about good healthy lunches. Now, you know, having a good healthy lunch at school is really very important because, like I said with the breakfast, don't fill up on your junk food, okay? Don't go splat with your lunch because Mum may have gone to a lot of trouble in making you a nice healthy lunch, okay? Packed full of nutrition and goodness, vitamins and minerals, okay? Now, when making dinner the night before, you can make up a double batch of vegetable patties, and they go well in the kids' lunch boxes with a wholemeal roll, okay? And what about asking the smaller children, guys, if they would like their sandwiches cut into animal shapes? Give the children variety. Okay. Everything in moderation at lunchtime. Okay. Make sure you encourage your kids to eat a good, nutritious lunch as well, because like I've just said, guys, mums and dads have gone to a lot of trouble in making a nice, nutritious lunch for the kids, and they've just gone splat and put it in the bin, and that's all the time wasted. So, don't be tempted to pack a junk food in the lunchbox. Here's that now.
Yes, like you said, everything in moderation. It is very important to pack a nutritious and healthy lunch. And if you do pack a little sweet here or there, it's all about moderation, perhaps not every day.
Okay, now with the warmer, with the cooler weather still upon us, ask your kid would they like some soup for their lunch. Okay?
Soups are a great idea for lunch, Barry.
And also pack some good bread in with the soup as well. And for those that can't have butter, use margarine or, some Nuttelex to spread on the bread. Okay. And I will pause that. So, there are so many options out there for lunch, guys. I even pack a fruit salad. Here's that now.
Gee, I wish you were packing my lunch, Barry. I'd be very happy if you packed my lunch. All of these nutritious and healthy dinners and breakfasts and lunches, I certainly wouldn't be going splat with any of my meals if you packed my lunchbox.
And have practiced good hygiene with the lunch boxes, which we will talk about as well. Okay, but we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, make sure that you tell your kid to put their lunch into the fridge before they go into class in summertime. Now, it's not summertime yet, But if you've got anything like cheese or milk or yogurt, okay, make sure that it is well chilled before lunchtime, because if it's left out of room temperature, guys, what can happen is if you have cheese that's been sitting out or milk or whatever, okay, you will not feel very well afterwards, because you will end up feeling quite unwell too. And now I'm going to move on to the lunch boxes. Well, thank you everybody for joining us on the show today and being a part of our show. Just a reminder before we do go today, just a reminder about our show with Bridgetine tomorrow evening at 5 o'clock. Okay. It's going to be a great night. $20 a ticket. It's going to be a good show. And I'm looking forward to it. I don't need to tell you how important it is to perform, because I've already gone through that with you, so I don't want to press the repeat button. Okay, because there's really no need for me to repeat myself on the show, okay, because I'd like to keep the show vibrant and interesting, and just another reminder, I look forward to the exciting things happening instead of all the negatives, okay? Think of the future, not the past, okay? Because what's the point of having a goal if you are not ready to achieve it? So if you're feeling down or out or upset or down, please do talk to someone. And here's Nat now for her closing segment on this.
Thanks, Barry. I really like your ending of this show today. Barry and I have been having a chat this morning, and he's just reminded me how important it is to feel positive and look towards the future and live in the moment and live in the present, rather than looking back at the past and dwelling on it. But I think you said a term this morning and I think I started to sing to it. What was that? Always
look on the bright side
of life.
So, you know, and here's another closing quote. Don't get up on the wrong side of the bed.
Indeed.
Okay? Have a good hot shower in the morning to get you motivated and ready for the day ahead of you. And I don't need to close the show with what I've opened it with. So coming up next, we're gonna leave you now with looking at our reflexology book and the Alison Ashley. So the very final thing I'd like to say is thank you everyone for tuning in today. And the number that I close the show with or the message, I should say, is that I close the show with, as always, 000, please do not, and I repeat, do not ring that number for stupid, trivial issues, because the wrong call that you make to 000 could cost somebody like myself and anybody else in our senses, our houses, their lives. And on that note, guys, it is time for Nat and I to say farewell to you now. And here she is with her closing message on not ringing 000 unnecessarily.
Take Barry's advice, everybody. Cheerio, thanks for tuning in.
And we'll see you next week for episode 37. And sorry we cannot bring you a long show today, and we brought you a long one last week. Okay? So, just a reminder once more, if you're in the St. Ives area, guys, do come along and support the St. Ives Cave Performing Arts Group. Tomorrow evening, 5 o'clock until 6, $20 a ticket. Come on along. It's going to be a good night. So on that night, guys, from Natalie and I now, have a great Friday, and we will see you next week for another jam-packed episode. But until then,
See you soon. Have a good weekend.
see you soon. Stay well, stay rugged up, and have a good, positive mental attitude, and keep reaching for the stars. I'm Barry Fair. Have a great weekend, everybody. See you next time around on the show. Nat and I are going off now to have a look at our books, and we'll see you next time. But until then, this program is a production of Barry Fair and is produced by Barry Fair. Barry Fair Productions, and we broadcast every Friday morning with you, so until then, arrivederci, guys.
Arrivederci.
Bye-bye.
Bye.